will be okay. I didn't. Usually when I start this, I give the drums a big bash because it gets the levels automatically in the first 10 seconds. I can see it. Anyway, we're playing quite quietly, aren't we? Okay, folks. So this is summertime, and this is Doug's on the. What would you call this? The charity shop guitar. Gus on bass, and I'm on my squeaky chair as well.
That's the charity shop bass.
Oh, right. How much did that cost then?
About 80 quid.
Right. We left in the morning, it was ever so cold. You lent me a blanket to wear. We headed down south on the open road. We were going to Glastonbury Fair. Yeah, going to Glastonbury Fair. Summertime, we were feeling so free. Oh, and I'd make you mine. You were my destiny. Is this my memory or my fantasy? Later that night, as we sat round the fire, you played the guitar and we sang old songs. I passed you a drink. You said you were tired, but we danced till the new day began. Yes, we danced till the new day began. Oh, it was summertime. We were feeling so free. Oh, and I'd make you mine. You were my destiny. Is this my memory or my fantasy? How would it be if I'd never met you at all? Memories sometimes play games with me. You were the love that I never had. I don't even remember your name. I don't even remember your name. Try to remember the words, right? From the back of the tent. No. While your friends watched the band from the back of the tent, we ran off to play with the clowns. From the top of the hill, I could see what you meant, but I couldn't see you come down. No, I couldn't see you come down. Oh, in the summertime, we were feeling so free. Oh, and I'd make you mine. You were my destiny. Is this my memory or my fantasy? There were hippies and hustlers and women in drag, chasing the dragons away. Walk round the stone circle, don't you look back. Watch how the children play. Yeah, watch how the children play. Oh, in the summertime, we were feeling so free. Oh, and I'd make you mine. You were my destiny. Is this my memory or my fantasy? You were my destiny. Is this my memory or my fantasy?
Right.
Okay, we've done that. Right, this is another one while we're waiting for Matt. He said he'd be here at 12.
Yeah, Matt 12.
Okay, so this is A minor,
What's
E
this-
minor.
What's this called?
This is called Jack the Lad. That first one was Summertime. A minor, E minor,
Jack.
Jack the Lad. A minor, E minor, G, A minor.
A minor,
E minor, G, A minor.
A minor, E minor.
A minor, E minor,
Yeah.
G, A minor. I make more sense if I play it, won't it? There once was an old man, his hair was all grey and his teeth were yellow and black. He lived in an old So yeah, so it goes A minor, E minor, G minor, A minor, A minor, G minor, A minor. That's the whole thing. Again, it's very folky, isn't it? Actually, originally started with Golden Brown
Oh, okay.
in my head, you know, Stranglers, but it isn't Golden Brown, is it? Yeah. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
There once was an old man, his hair was all grey and his teeth were yellow and black. He lived in an old house not far from the river, and the fisherman called him Old Jack. We go to sea when Jack was still young to G, mighty and strong indeed. The looks of the devil and lady love charm. A minor, G, A minor. Back to the verse again. When the call came for Jack, he joined the attack. He signed up with the local brigade. We marched down that track with a pack on his back, and he says he was never afraid. 4 years in the run, he carried his gun. He lost many a friend in that war. When he came back home, they asked where he'd gone. What in God's name was he fighting for? Repeat, what in God's name was he fighting for? In consideration of all his fine deeds, the nation was proud to announce they'll give him a medal if that's what he needs. His honor was never in doubt. When Jack was a lad, he went out on the town. In the dark of the night, you'd hear him shout, well, I'm young and I'm strong, but there's still something wrong. So I drink this to let it all out. Repeat, yeah, drink this to let it all out. Come on, everyone. La 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 la. Now Jack had a son, he was 21 when the boy became a man. It's a fact, said Jack, you can never go back, so enjoy your life while you can. But Jack's son, he grew old, but the years passed him so. Jack's son, he grew old. Now he can never go back to the days of his youth. And to tell you the truth, we're all gonna grow old like Jack. Yes, we're all gonna grow old like Jack, if we're lucky enough to grow old too. There once was an old man, his hair was all grey and his teeth were yellow and black. He lived in an old house not far from the river, and the fisherman called him Old Jack. See, now Jackie is old and the story he told never be brought back to mind. You're young when you're young, when you're old you'll grow old. The promise of youth is a lie.
Let's record that one.
Yep. Now, where is that map? Lovely sunny day out
It's quite nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So the chorus is
there. Oh, so it's so at the beginning
C.
A minor, E minor, G minor, A minor, A minor, G, A minor, and then it goes C, G, G, D, A minor, G minor, A minor, C, G, G, D, A minor, G minor, A minor. It won't harm if you have Golden Brown in your head. It's the kind of, you know, that lovely
Yeah.
keyboard playing it has some. we have another go at that, shall we?
Yeah,
Did you
I'll
not
record
record it first time?
No, I didn't know.
Okay. It'll be a relief for me when I can get behind the drums. When you have the band up and running, it's not such a big deal, you know, to sing your own songs. But when it's just you on your own, and you've got to remember all the words and the way you're meant to, you know, deliver the words as well. I mean, I've fluffed there several times, yeah. And you just fluff once, and the whole effect is spoiled.
Yeah, if you know them well enough, you can get around it.
But the whole effect is spoiled, isn't it?
Well,
especially when it's so wordy.
Don't forget it, if it's your song,
yeah,
then nobody knows.
Yeah, I don't know about that. The other thing is when you rewrite the lyrics, and then you suddenly have that hesitation because you know you rewrote that. So it's a fact, said Jack. I rewrote that several times, and I still struggle to get that right. It's a fact, said Jack. Okay. So A minor, A minor, G minor, A minor, A minor, G minor, A minor. There once was an old man, his hair was all grey and his teeth were yellow and black. He lived in an old house not far from the river, and the fishermen called him Old Jack to the sea. When Jack was still young, he was 90 and strong, and carried the world on his back. With the looks of the devil and lady luck charm, there was no one else like Jack. Oops. When the call came for Jack, he joined the attack. He signed up with the local brigade. He marched down that track with a pack on his back, and he says he was never afraid. 4 years in the run, he carried his gun. He lost many a friend in that war. When he came back home, they asked where he'd gone. What in God's name was he fighting for? What in God's name was he fighting for? In consideration of all his fine deeds, the nation was proud to announce they'll give him a medal if that's what he needs. His honor was never in doubt. When Jack was a lad, he went out on the town. In the dark of night, you'd hear him shout, well, I'm young and I'm strong, but there's still something wrong, so I drink this to let it all out. Come on, everyone, we'll drink this to let it all out. Now Jack's had a son who was 21 when the boy became a man. So back said Jack, you can never go back, so enjoy your life while you can. The years passed and so Jack's son he grew old. Now he can never go back to the days of his youth, and to tell you the truth, we're all gonna grow old like Jack. Yes, we're all gonna grow old like Jack. There once was an old man, his hair was all grey and his teeth were yellow and black. He lived in an old house not far from the river, and the fishermen called him Old Jack. Where was I? Now Jackie is old and the story he told never be brought back to mind. You're young when you're young, when you're old you'll grow old, and this promise of youth is a lie. Yeah, so there's 2 or 3 fluffs there again.
It's alright, get it?
But when you got the band around you, it's much easier. You're not so exposed. But when Matt used to do, he still does it, I think, the Muddy Waters show on Ipswich Community Radio, at the early days of that, when there was this project called the Sam Project running, that's how I met Matt. I used to go to that live radio show every Thursday, and most weeks I had a new song that I'd written during the course of the week. And so I was really try and rehearse it at home over and over again. A brand new song, right? And then deliver it on that Thursday.
Yeah, I used to.
And it was it meant it was a good discipline because but it
God, I don't write songs like that anymore.
We used to do
because my
that
brain
with,
was so
with my old band
agitated.
that we used to play, and then we used to like, probably every gig we had a new song.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they never really come together till you gig them.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
It's a weird thing.
Once I played it on ICR,
yeah,
then
Then
I was confident about
yeah,
it.
it's weird. It's almost like having an audience
Yeah.
sort of confirms it.
Even though no one listens to Ipswich Community Radio, but in my imagination there were people listening, and so the stage nerves, the stage fright, yeah. And you just have to. Matt doesn't have any stage fright anymore. Yeah. After you've done it enough, you don't feel so nervous. And part of it is because if it goes wrong, you don't actually care that much.
No.
Yeah. That's a good dead sound. So, well, we're still waiting for Matt, but I've got one more song that might be worth running through with you. Like I said, especially as a result of that time. I mean, I've got hundreds. Maybe a lot of them are not, generically that different. Like if you're writing lyrics for 12-bar blues, you're not really writing a song, are you? You're just writing some lyrics.
That sounds right, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it sounds perfect to me. Fantastic. You'll like Dean when we finally get Dean part of it. Dean would kind of fit that place in a rock and roll band, of the lead guitarist, But Dean hasn't played with other people very much. He's played a tremendous amount at home, and he's got quite a good setup for recording himself. And he programs the drums, or he uses his drum pads, and he plays the bass, and he plays the guitar, and he plays the lead guitar, and he plays a bit of keyboard.
Oh, right,
The one thing he's not confident about, although I don't know why not, is his voice. But his voice is fine, and his lyrics are fine too. He's got a nice song on his YouTube channel that says, "Do you see what I see? Do you know what I know? Do you know what I know?" So I thought that must already be a song. So I searched for it, and "Do you know what I know" is not a song.
No.
"Do you see what I see" is, but "Do you know what I know" isn't. Anyway, do you know there's no copyright on the title of a song? So you can make a song called "Love, Love We Do," or "Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart of That," and there's no copyright on the title of a song. Did you know that, Gus? There's no copyright on the title of a song.
Oh, is there not?
No.
It's just
So,
words.
yeah,
Well,
than the music. So you can use the title that I've got a song called "Paper Aeroplane." Well, there are other songs called "Paper Aeroplane," and they can't come and chase me up for
As
that.
long as the words are different, yeah.
Yeah, the content's completely different, but
I
the
didn't
title
know
is
that.
the same. Yeah. And these bands who have record deals, that's part of what comes with the record deal. Their copyright's really fiercely protected. and in the background there's a Bob Dylan song playing, you're in trouble with YouTube.
We put some covers on YouTube, and they didn't.
Covers are probably okay, but yeah, it's actually the original copyrighted recording. Anyway, that's the music industry for you. You know.
Maybe our covers weren't good enough. Weren't recognisable by the algorithm.
Yeah, or maybe they just see we're a bunch of losers, so they don't bother about us. Some of their drums there. That's permissible. I have to use these to stop the volume at home, but I noticed that when we play together, all the pads have got to come off. Because it's going to get loud, isn't it? Yeah?
Well, I try to keep it quiet. I prefer quiet these days.
Yeah. I think Matt likes to get loud though, doesn't he? Okay, so this is the third song, and after this Matt's got to arrive. Or we'll start getting cross with him.
Right, what's
No,
this
not
called?
really.
Let me
So this is called Bye Bye Baby, so that's not very
Bye
original,
Bye
is it?
Baby.
Yeah.
From the Basic Rollers. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
well, that's our generation, isn't it? Oh, Buddy Holly, right?
Yeah. Right, where are we in? What are we at?
So G,
G,
E minor,
E minor.
then we've got an A7, so it's like an A minor, but you lift that finger up.
Yeah.
And then a C, but again, you lift that finger up. So it's quite a moody C, this one. I quite like that, yeah.
What's that? C7, is it?
Is it? I think C7, yeah.
So we'll try it.
Yeah, and then we've got this up here. No. Am I in tune? Let's tune this, it doesn't sound right. You're in 4/4/0, aren't you?
Yeah.
4/4/0, yeah. That's not a million miles out of me. So there's this other part which I can't. I've got a little. This confuses me. I've got this little mark here, this little white heart. Because I actually bought this guitar for my Christmas present for my wife, but she doesn't play it. But I really like it.
It's yours now.
Well, still hers, but so this confused me. So. So yeah, we'll start with the middle bit of this song, right? This is a case where two songs got merged over many years. Because I remember playing this to my wife in the year 2000. So it's been around a long time. So this, I don't know what you would call it though. It's a very simple, like a sort of,
Fifth fret.
it's like a
So
sort
it's
of bar chord,
power
just those
chord,
two. But it isn't a power chord, because it's not any of the others. All the others are open, just those two, you
It's
see.
got a root and a fifth, isn't it? So
Yeah, but everything else is just open. Anyway, that's A, isn't it? There? Yeah?
yeah, that'll do for me.
Okay.
So a
So it goes dun 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 dun. shift up 2 tones. So here you've got the E, that's E, that's E.
So
Yeah, but I use that a lot, so that's worth remembering if we're doing my songs. That it's a nice sort of E drone, yeah. What am I doing wrong? What's the use? Try to be strong, but all my strength has gone. What's the use? Why do I go on when I feel so lost and alone? So that's in the middle, you know, that's the bit that you need to break it up. It's a bit, we're going back into the Jack Lynne, don't we, almost? Yeah. So, what's the use? What's the use? Why do I go on when I feel... Yeah. Okay. So we should find that in the middle, but starts off with...
It's like an A and an upper fifth, isn't it?
Yeah. But we start off with G. We start off with G that goes to E minor, like I said. So, bye bye baby, don't cry. There's tears in your eyes. Is there someone you're missing? And hey, don't be afraid, frightened to say. When you lost position, hey, when you need someone to talk to, you really need someone. So I start again. So it does the G to the E minor twice, and then it goes to the A7, the C7, and the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye bye baby, don't cry. There's tears in your eyes. Is there someone you're missing? And hey, don't be afraid, frightened to sing. When you lost position, when you need someone to talk to, you really need someone. When you really, 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 really need someone. That's it. Then we go up to there.
Yeah. And we go the A, E bit, right. Let's get that
You go
first
down.
bit right.
Yeah.
Not
Do
quite-
that first bit
not
several
quite
times.
getting that right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Bye bye baby, don't cry. There's tears in your eyes. Is there someone you're missing? And hey, don't be afraid, frightened to say. When you lost position, when you need someone to talk to, you really need someone. When you really, 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 really need someone. And again. Bye bye baby, don't cry. There's tears in your eyes. Is there someone you're You got that beginning bit now. So we'll do it one more time, then this time we'll go up to that. If I can find the right place without being distracted by that white heart. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye bye baby, don't cry. There's tears in your eyes. Is there someone you're missing? And hey, don't be afraid, frightened to say. When you lost position, when you need someone to talk to, you really need someone. When you really, 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 really need someone. Some advice, word to the wise, always think twice before you turn. Hey, don't be afraid, frightened to sing. Hey, don't be afraid, frightened to sing. Good day, when you need someone to talk to, you really need someone. What's the use? Why do I go on when I feel so lost and alone? What's the use? I feel so lost and alone. Care for your okay. Love your body, feed your mind. Care for your family, don't be unkind.
Not getting it. So that's fine.
Have I lost you there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that bit we did, which I said would come in the middle, is that bit. A, C, G. A, C, G. Then we go into another part.
Let me get that bit.
Yeah, but okay.
So-
Dum, 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 dum. A, C, G. Dum, 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 dum. Da, da, da. Of course, we just do it twice. Do you want to go around and round that for a few
Yeah.
times? Yeah.
So it's kind of a B and an E, isn't it?
I guess it is.
B
Yeah.
and E, and then A, C, G.
Oh, where is Matt? Yeah. You might want to sort of harmonize on that, just go a couple of tones up here or there or lower, you know, but you got it, yeah. The lyric is, you know, it's this is a despairing,
Yeah.
you know, what's the use? Why do I go on when I feel so lost and alone? What's the use? I try to be strong, but all my strength has gone. What's the use? Why do I go on when I feel so lost and alone? What's the use? Why do I go on when my strength has gone? What's the use? Why do I go on when I feel so lost and alone? What's the use? I try. The second one is, what's the use? I try to be strong, but all my strength is gone. So it's just twice, yeah? Can we do that a few times?
Yeah, we'll do it. Maybe we'll just record it.
We'll record it. I probably won't get all the way through the song, but we'll
and
try
then,
it, yeah?
and then at least I got something to
Yeah.
listen
And
to.
there's one more little bit where I'll just do that before we try recording it. And that starts with a G. I play, if you're watching me on the keyboard, on the fretboard, I do G two different ways. That's one G.
Yeah.
So that's a sort of moron's way of playing G, A, right? And B sharp, C. Two fingers chords, right? So I start off with a G. C. And then back to the G.
Love your body, feed your mind, care for your family, don't be unkind. How could you be so unkind?
And again.
Keep on searching for what you can find. Come back. Bye bye, baby, don't cry. There's tears in your eyes. I say, hey, don't be afraid. Frightened to sing. Hey, don't be afraid. Frightened to sing. Hey, when you need someone to talk to, you really need someone.
There's one more verse, but when I'm up here, oh, what's it? This is back up again.
It's some advice, word to the wise. Always think twice before you make a big decision. And hey, don't be afraid, frightened to sing.
A minor, sorry, E minor.
Hey, don't be afraid, frightened to sing.
Yeah.
When you need someone to talk to, you really need someone.
There's one more verse.
Wait, watch for the time, wait for the signs before you make a big decision. Hey, don't be afraid, frightened to sing. I said, hey, don't be afraid, frightened to sing. Hey, don't be afraid, frightened to sing. I said, hey.
No, you weren't recording it. Do you want to record it?
Yeah, let's even if it's wrong. It's,
Yeah, we probably won't make it. It's a bit of a complicated song in the end. That's what happens when you work on something for so many years. You can't just leave it as a simple little nursery rhyme or lullaby.
Bye bye, baby, don't cry. There's tears in your eyes. Is there someone you're missing? And hey, don't be afraid, frightened to sing. When you need someone to talk to, you really
bad.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused about some of the going up the neck bit, but you know,
Yeah.
it's the first
So
go.
was I, because I probably wasn't helping by getting it wrong. It's not that. It's that. It's that. It's just the one above that
Yeah.
part. There's a little cue to come back in. Just before we go back down to the G, it's dun, 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 dun. You see, it's so yeah. So there's a little cue there. If you listen out for that, because I can imagine if we were in a, that's the sort of place where you might get a very nice feeling and just want to stay there for a bit. Let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's cute. Now, did you get that cue there?
Yeah.
And then this bit's a bit confusing because it just goes through the chords very quickly, doesn't it? So you basically, this is where your talent as a melodist needs to come in, because you just need to play the melody at that point.
So what are these chords?
So
here?
so think about the word, think about the lyrics, and then find the melody that matches that. So how does it go? What's the use? Why do I go on when I feel so lost and alone? What's the use? I try to be strong, but all my strength is gone. What's the use? Why do I go on when I feel so lost and alone? What's the use? I try to be strong, but all my strength is gone. What's the use? Why do I go on when I feel so lost and alone? What's the use? I try to be strong, but all my strength is gone.
Just let me get so.
That's very close, yeah.
So that's an E.
Dun, da, 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 dum.
Oh, okay.
Last two notes could be the same note. Da, 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 dum. Da, 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 da. What's the use? Why do I go on when I feel so lost and alone? What's the use? I try to be strong, but all my strength has gone. There are 5 different parts to this song, that's why it's confusing. Yeah. So we run through them each one at first. So the first one is the G to the A minor, and then the A7 to the C7. That's the first part. Actually, there's 6 parts. So there's the first 2 parts. The first part is G to A, G to E minor, right?
So
The second part is the A7, C7, G.
yeah.
Do you want to write that down, or you got that already?
No, I think I've got that.
You got
Yeah.
that. Then we have this bit. on that, each of those, apart from the Q, which shorter. 4. Quite nice we pick it like that, isn't it? So what do we say? That's the third part, and that takes you back to the verse. And there's really, after the first verse, there's 2 verses. One is wait for the time, watch for the signs before you make a new beginning. Wait for the time, watch for the signs before you make a new beginning. Hey, don't be afraid, try to sing. Yeah. So that's just and the third verse, if you could call it that, is not wait for the time, watch for the signs, but so you cue it in. So I should actually start singing before we get down to the G. I should start. Here's some advice, word to the wise. Always think twice before you make a big decision. Hey, yeah. So I should start singing. So it goes. Here's some advice. So advice. So the stress should be on the vice, and we're back on the G. Yeah? So here's some is just those 2 syllables leading into. No, here's some and. So there's 3 syllables leading into vice. Here's some advice, word to the wise. Always think twice before you make a big decision. Hey, don't be afraid, try to sing. Hey, don't be afraid, try to sing. When you need someone to talk to, you really need someone. What's the use? I try to be strong, but all my strength has gone. What's the use? Why do I go on? So that's the 4th part, yeah? And then the 5th part is care for your body, or love your body. Love your body, which is G to the C. Love your body, feed your mind. Care for your family, family's on the C. G, care for your family. And it's G again. Don't be unkind. And it goes up here again. How could you be so unkind? People searching for a God you can't find. So what, there's 6 or 7 different parts,
A
aren't
lot
there?
of it.
Yeah. Where is Matt? Oh, don't get annoyed. How do you manage not to get annoyed? It's just your nature, isn't it? Like Matt says, oh, Gus doesn't mind. Gus is a very easygoing guy, you know.
Yeah. I'll just kill someone on the way home. You know. Some random person.
he'd be here at 12.
Yeah, it's Matt for you, don't it?